Go. Everybody, welcome back. This is What Elon Said with Kevin and Mark, and today is March 29th, 2022, and we are providing commentary on everything that Elon Musk has said since the last time we were together, which was about 24 hours ago. So we will jump into it here. We have Twitter up, and we've got a retweet from Elon that was originally posted by SpaceX, and it says that payloads are for our upcoming fourth dedicated small-sat rideshare mission, Transporter 4, were encapsulated into Falcon 9's fairing late last week. On this flight are 40 spacecraft, including CubeSats, microsats, picosats, host of payloads, and an orbital transfer vehicle. That was the two hardest sentences I have read today, hands down. I don't know how I got through that. I obviously didn't, but
impressive.
That's a cool picture of this payload here. Pretty neat.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's interesting that they're setting this up. So they have a number of, Falcon. This announced that Falcon 9. Pretty sure it's Falcon 9 is introducing a number of transports now that have a lot of small satellites on it. So, as here you can see, there's 40 spacecraft. So, this is where SpaceX starts becoming like a shipping company.
Yeah.
And it's a cargo ship, and they're able to bring a lot and serve smaller companies. The cost for space on Falcon 9 is very small compared to anything that was in the past. So we should see more and more of this going forward, where they could just bring up larger on space, a Starship, but also more and more testing equipment and communication satellites to space that never would have been able to go up there before, because it would have been cost prohibitive. So I think just now this shot is showing that we're entering a new era, that this is going to really change the foundation of how we monitor Earth, how we communicate, and an acceleration of science.
Yeah. The reusability of the boosters is paying off, and there's more people that want to get stuff into space, and they're going to SpaceX to do that.
Yes.
I don't know. This payload just doesn't look all that secure to me. It looks like it would just rattle around and maybe break back in the cargo section.
It does. It's like the eggs and milk will be flying around in the back of the car.
Not to mention, once the fairing capsule is fairing, right? That's the right word.
Yep.
Once it opens up, these things have to come out strategically. So they just ping, shoot them out one at a time.
That's a good question. I think
controlled themselves. With their
they probably have coordinates they have to go to on their own, and also maybe they're locked down a little and they release each one separately. I'm not sure. It's a good question. Yeah. I think they do just dump them out all at once, personally, but you never know.
Fascinating either way.
Yeah,
really cool picture. And he was excited enough about it to retweet it. Good stuff. Let's see what we have here. I think this is also related to SpaceX and Falcon. So Elon says the SpaceX Falcon team is making excellent progress, aiming for 60 launches this year. So is it just me, or is that an increase from what the original plan was for the year, which I think was about 50?
But it's a lot. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That 60 launches, and this is all before Starship again. So their cargo space is limited, but it's just amazing they're doing this. This has never happened before. Now it's just business as usual. It really is amazing.
Yeah, it's the weekly launch, and now more than weekly, and soon it'll probably be daily, right? What will this look like in 2025?
Yep.
So Shibatoshi Nakamoto wants 69 launches this year. So he says maybe next year, but got a lot of encouragement from the commentators out there that you can do it.
Absolutely. So that's exciting to see. Here's a cool thing. Massimo Post always posts fantastic things, but this is about just showing how watershed
stuff. It is so,
I don't know,
every day, but just interesting.
Every day he's
Cool
He's
stuff.
just looking around.
Yeah.
But this is showing how water jet machines are just so powerful. I never knew this about this water jet, but they could just put through everything, really fine shapes inside of anything. It's just an amazing thing. I don't know if SpaceX or Tesla is using this, and this is one of the reasons he's highlighting it, or it's just a cool thing to show for a manufacturing process, which Elon appreciates. And he had a small comment below saying, amazing what a zillion teeny cannonballs can do, which is true. They're really just like little puncture things. Yeah. So just it makes you wonder if Tesla is going to be using this type of technology. I don't know. I think he's just fascinated by anything that is process oriented.
Yeah. I think it was a like that he just commented on.
Yeah.
But either way, it's a cool little snippet there.
Very cool. What else do we have here?
So we have more SpaceX and Starlink here. So he, after his recognition of the SpaceX Falcon team, he also wanted to make sure that the Starlink team was recognized as well. And he said, expecting over 4,200 Starlink satellites in operation within 18 months, which is about 2/3 of all active satellites on Earth.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
that's
SpaceX is about to control the highways and roadways up there in space.
Now, I think we should maybe find out. I don't know the long-term plan for Starlink on what the costs will be over time. I know initially it was meant for rural areas and also other places in the world. It's relatively expensive right now, but I don't know if the plan is to have her hit certain monthly costs for using Starlink. And also Starlink will be used in addition to internet if it could be used for I guess television or cable type services where you receive channels, kind of like disc, certain satellites for television watching. Either way, communication will accelerate. I think maybe we should dive in and eventually find out what is their long-term plan 5 years out. I know they're ramping it up, and now that it actually is being turned on, I'd like to know where it's headed.
So you're saying specifically for Starlink? You want to know what are the growth plans and like cost reduction plans? Like monthly user costs or
user costs, and how much will this impact current cell phone and cable companies and internet providers on a global level?
Yeah. Well, it's not really cheap right now, is it? It's kind of an expensive service. Not to mention you got to get the hardware, but what it does is provide a much needed service for those in areas that don't have access to it
right now. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know what the long-term plan is.
I remember Elon saying that it's not really a service that is intended for urban usage. It's really for more rural locations. But who knows? I'm sure, over time they could build towers in cities and
I mean, spending billions of dollars, multiple flights. I can't imagine this just for rural use in the end. But we'll see.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know. Maybe there'll be some crumbs of info about that in Master Plan Part 3.
That's right.
Maybe. But it'd be nice to see the business plan specifically for Starlink.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing.
Be good. Note take here. Yes.
I think the business plan is just expand like crazy, offer great service, save people during war times, and fund missions to Mars.
That's it. That's the plan.
All right. Well, we'll dig into that, see what we can find out.
Yes.
Moving on to some other commentary here, not related to space. We have Steven Donziger with some breaking news that he's tweeting about that YouTube wiped out the entire video archive of Pulitzer-winning journalist Chris Hedges, which included his interviews with Steven Donziger about my illegal Chevron prosecution and detention. And he's saying that censorship by big tech is the greatest threat to free speech today. And then he posts an article here. And I don't know. Elon commented on it. Not sure how this one ended up in his stream. But he said, I disagree with you, but I disagree with deleting your stuff even more. That's what free speech is about. Fine. I don't disagree with you. I probably don't disagree with you, but even if I did, then still. So, expressing support over the distaste of blocking free speech. Elon being the free speech absolutist that he is.
And becoming more and more that way. It seems like
More and
he's,
more
has
vocal
an
about
issue.
that.
Yes.
For sure. But I'm not sure if he was saying, when he said I disagree with you, I'm not sure if he was expressing disagreement about the whole saga with Steven Donziger and his legal battles with big
I don't know
oil,
anything about him.
or
I have no idea who he is. But I think he was disagreeing with his point of view, but he agrees that he should have the freedom to speak. That's my guess.
Okay. Or if it's censorship by big tech is the biggest threat to free speech today. So maybe he's disagreeing with that statement.
Maybe. I don't think so. I think the way it was worded, I can't see it, but I can't see Elon's post.
Okay. It's just saying.
I disagree. Yeah, I disagree with you, but I disagree with deleting your stuff even more.
Yeah,
that's what free speech is about. So I think he disagrees with his point of view, but he believes in free speech.
But I don't know if the point of view what the point of view relates to specifically. If it's just Steven Donziger's take on big oil and some of his efforts in the past, or if it's this line, censorship by big tech is the greatest threat to free speech today. I don't know. Left for interpretation.
Yes.
But we'll move on.
So we have here, we've gotten repeated questions about this Canada full self-driving beta. And this guy wants an invite for the next wave of full self-driving beta. He's just asking to get it. But Elon just said that it's come. I can't see what he said. That he said it's going out tonight for 99 scores. So Elon says it's there, but you have to have a very good score to get it at first. And he said that it's going to be lowered over time. So he's just trying to answer them.
So more folks getting FSD beta in Canada, sounds like.
Yes.
Exciting for them. There was did you see the tweet from Dave Lee that he's interviewing James Dalma again and was asking for questions? Yeah. Anyway,
I didn't.
you should ask your questions because sometimes
that's right.
They'll just source from the comments and read them. But I'm looking forward to that. So Elon next talking about video games. Here's another favorite topic, right? It was his first reply was to of course, the biggest news of the world for the last 48 hours or so, the Will Smith smackdown, Chris Rock, and endless memes out there in the Twitterverse, and Elon has his own take on it. Rest here, traveler. You've seen too many Will Smith memes today.
Yeah.
And I guess that maybe this is a Elden Ring reference. I'm not sure. It looks a bit 8-bit-ish, like an old game. But Elden Ring is a new game that seems to be sweeping the video game world. But Shibatoshi Nakamoto says, "Have you been playing Elden Ring? I resisted for a while, but now I'm obsessed. Like generic gaming bro." And Elon says, "Yeah, he's playing some and will continue. I use the mouse and keyboard, which is suboptimal, but okay with remapping." And just has some comments about it all. And then someone else asked, "What's your favorite game right now?" And he says, "I suppose it would be Elden Ring. Finished Halo Infinite on Legendary, which was not easy for my ancient neurons." And then Terminator Resistance is underrated, although machines will be much better than this and have 360-degree long range. I think that's field of view, and then says Cyberpunk is brilliant. And then it says that some people use meditation or yoga to calm their mind at the end of the day, but video games on hardcore mode work best for me.
Yeah, I think that's the most interesting comment. That's how he, he's confirming that that's how he relaxes.
Yeah.
That he plays video games. That's how he gets he likes to make his mind work in a different way, basically, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that also probably gives him a lot of adrenaline to get everything out. So good for him.
Yeah. Keep moving.
Uh-huh.
But he also had some comments. There's somewhere in here um, about like actual PC gaming versus yeah, maybe it's up here. Yeah, here it is. So, have you played any titles games on consoles as well? I know you're a PCMR, but I'm curious if you've tried PCMR, PC Master Race. So these apparently is community of people who believe that PC games are way better than any console games. And he said original Halo and Smash Brothers, but thumb joysticks give me the willies. So he's not a
I
big,
know.
not a big like game controller type of guy.
No, I didn't know that. It's interesting.
Yeah.
The above, it was an interesting comment he made about, you see the Terminator, how he responded to that.
Yeah. So what would counter the Terminator?
Magnets will, because they're metal. Yes, it's interesting.
Interesting. It's something he's thought through already.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna make the bot lightweight, easy to take down. But then again, Boston Dynamics may not be taking that path. So
Yeah,
we need magnets.
that's right.
All right, and so yeah, that pretty much catches us up with the tweets and replies from Elon. I know we have a couple likes. Should we dive into those now? What do you think?
Sure. That sounds good.
All right, we'll do it. This is one specific comment from Nicki Minaj about the Will Smith, Chris Rock saga. Just saying that this is how real men, operate. Basically, like this is what happens in a man's soul when he looks over to the woman he loves and sees her holding back tears from a little joke at her expense. So, lots of discussion. My God,
yes,
about this.
Yes,
this incident.
It's definitely brought a lot of arguments both sides.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's bringing like an incident and the celebrity world just crashing all together, and can't escape.
I don't think the Oscars have ever been talked about like this.
The Oscars are now formulating how can we have more violence in our shows next year, or more just.
That's right.
Yeah.
At first I felt very bad for Questlove because he won the documentary award, and that's what Chris Rock was up there to announce.
Okay.
And I was like, guys, award's kind of ruined. This is a big moment. But then upon reflection, I was like, that probably was in a way good for Questlove, because everyone was on Twitter was like, the Will Smith just slapped him, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone probably turned on the Oscars at that point and saw Questlove's speech.
Maybe. Yeah. I didn't know. So are you saying that Chris Rock didn't host it? He was just presenting? This is how In the Dark.
Yeah, he was just presenting the best documentary award.
Wow. Okay.
And then came out and told some jokes.
I thought he
first.
was the host, and that this was just
no. They had 3 female comedians, Wanda Sykes and a couple of others hosted it. They did a good job, but he was not the host. He was just a presenter.
Wow. All right.
Well, for a big award, though. It was a big award, and it was sort of ruined.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it had more viewers.
Yeah.
And Questlove gave a very good speech.
Summer of Soul, right? Questlove.
Summer of Soul gave a fantastic speech. I recommend everyone watch Questlove's speech and his movie. Yes.
Well, either way, I think the Oscars will be looking for ways to add scandal.
That's right.
Unannounced scandal into their upcoming shows.
That's right.
Here we have, of course, big news for Tesla that was liked by Elon's. Was Tesla announcing that they'll ask shareholders to vote at this year's annual meeting to authorize additional shares in order to enable a stock split. And then we have Splitty McSplitville back on Twitter. So that's equally as big news, I'd say.
That's right.
I don't know. Thoughts on this? What do you think?
I always am a fan of stock splits for people to be able to buy a stock they like that gets too expensive. I mean, you saw Amazon recently split, and Tesla. Anytime a company gets into the 4 digits, it usually is a good thing. So I think it's just good for people to have access to it.
Yep.
In the long run, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't really impact the price over time, but I think it's a good thing. I know they also mentioned it as a dividend, a stock dividend. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. We'll have details as they come out. If that's going to be something that, in addition to the one-time split, if they'll be giving out a dividend on a quarterly basis to all Tesla stockholders.
So dividend in the form of additional shares.
Yeah, so sort of diluting it, but you're given more. So sort of a trick in a way to get people excited about a stock, but at the same time, we'll have to find out what they say. I'm not sure if that's happening or what it's going to be.
Yeah.
To be seen at the shareholder meeting.
Yeah, I can't see it being not passed, right, or being overruled by the shareholders.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I think
that's
most
right.
shareholders are probably pretty enthused by a stock split or supportive of it. It seems to create some additional positive sentiment for a company, and the opportunity to get a stock theoretically at a lower price point allows more buyers in, which creates more demand, and I think
it gives people more access to it.
Yeah.
And also, I think that for them to announce it right now means that they expect the price to go higher in the coming months by the time the stock split happens.
Yep.
So they felt it was going to go below $1,000 or a 4-digit point. They would not be splitting at this point.
Yeah. No, I think it definitely speaks to the company's confidence about the future.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what happens, but big news, exciting news. I like it.
Yeah, very exciting. Any other big likes that we should comment on? I mean, most of it is the usual FSD likes.
Yeah, he had another nuclear power plant comment down there.
Yep.
That the shutdown of nuclear power plants is a threat to national security, says Tesla CEO, and he's liking his own comment.
Yeah.
But
well, he likes the articles. He's always supporting Tasmanian and
Desperati. So this is a point that he feels that nuclear power plants are environmentally friendly and also enable countries to be energy independent.
Yeah.
So that's something that we should continue. I know here I live in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area. And recently, in the last 5 years or so, 2 big power plants have gone offline. That is, not great. So there's many more plants going offline than on, and Elon feels it should be the opposite, that we should be just ramping them up.
Yeah. There's not going to be a shortage of energy needs.
That's right.
Related to this, though, unrelated to anything that Elon said, I did read today in the ARC newsletter that ExxonMobil is mining Bitcoin with excess natural gas.
Oh,
really? I thought was really a bizarre headline and article to be reading.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Smart though; they have all the gas that provide the energy. Why not? But it's interesting that everyone's getting into the crypto game.
Yeah, I mean, just related to the demand of energy, I could see that playing a part. And then there was, this one was great here. This was just a snapshot here of tradition, someone interpreting the definition of tradition as peer pressure from dead people.
Yeah, that's right. I like it.
Some people love tradition, but I have always felt that they are worthy. All traditions are worthy of some analysis, right? To really determine whether they're still the right thing to do, still a net positive for you and for society. It's really
something that was created 50 years ago or 500 years ago doesn't mean it's still the right thing to do. So you're literally, it's just a way. This shows a way of thinking about it that I never have thought about it from that perspective, that dead people are still putting pressure on the current generations to
Yeah.
do things.
I love it. It's a great, it'd be great bumper sticker right there. I might need to do
Yes.
that. I'm not a bumper sticker guy, but maybe. All right. Well, I think we should just end with this shot here, which to me is just beautiful. And I am just blown away by the size of the Mechazilla thing there that is intended to catch the Starship booster and Starship itself upon landing. So
it's crazy. It's like you're catching the Empire State Building.
Yeah. And this shot just looks like something. It's just not even real. Like it's from a Star Wars poster or something.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Tatooine.
Well, I think we'll wrap it up there. Can you think? Was there anything else that was hot in Elon land?
No, I think that's it. That's a good one.
Good deal. Well, if you like the video, please give us a like and leave any comments and subscribe. We'll be doing this every day, just about every day.
Yeah. Have a good day.